The Juhan name was famous in motorsports before Franta came to Canada from Czechoslovakia. Franta's racing career included being presented with the golden helmet of Parabuzzi in speedway, gaining a medal in the Scottish Six-Days Trials, and being on the podium of most of the European Grand Prix circuits and competing in the Isle of Man. He rode a variety of machines that included Jawa, Belisset, Norton, MV Agusta, Moto Guzzi, and Girelli. Franta's brother was a renowned Jaroslav Juhan who raced for Porsche and Ferrari. He is best known for winning the Pan America for Porsche and competing in Le Mans in a Ferrari Testarossa TVR. Amazing stuff. When Franta decided to open a motorcycle shop in Vancouver, he could have chosen any brand. He knew that winning races helped sales, and he admired the steps Honda had been making on the Grand Prix scene. He believed that the amazing technology that Honda engineers were bringing to the track would eventually be available on the street. So, when he opened his store on Robson Street in Vancouver in 1965, it was the Honda Center. It was a huge risk at the time, but now, over 55 years later, and with Honda being the #1 brand in the world, it makes his choice seem precipitate. His son Frankie started working at the shop the day it opened, and he took over from his dad in the 80s. It is his leadership that have made the Honda Center such an iconic motorcycle shop in Canada. When your dad and your uncle are both world-famous sportsmen, Frankie was naturally drawn to the racetrack. His racing career started on a Honda CL 450, I believe it was, at the historic Westwood Racetrack in Coquitlam, British Columbia. It was his success in that race that convinced his dad and subsequently Yamaha distributor Trev Dealey that Frankie was worth investing in. Your connections and family may open the door, but it is your talent and your determination that kicks the door open. Frankie went on from being a champion in Canada to representing the country on the global stage, racing on most of the iconic tracks in North America, including Daytona and Laguna Seca, the Continental Circus in Europe, and beneath the tropical Capricorn in New Zealand. It was the winning attitude and ability to overcome hardships like being taken out of the starting grid of your family's home Grand Prix in Brno, Czechoslovakia, and the business lesson from managing the Honda Center from an incredibly young age that have provided the drive to much of the success of Honda in Canada. Frankie and his dad were inducted into the Greater Vancouver Motorsport Society in 2019. And for over 55 years, the Juhan way, compete to win, lose with grace, and the love of the sport have contributed greatly to the sport of motorcycling in Canada.